our side. Ray Logan, the auditor based in Dublin. Ciaran Murray, of course, still a prominent county star. Also there as well, we see Joe Honeyman, who in 1994, along with the man standing beside him, Paul Kiernan, both won Connacht Championship senior medals for Leitrim. And I'm sure they'll be looking to add another medal to their cabinet here this evening in Porkshaw, McDermott. Okay. So it's a very young Kiltubrid outfit that line up for their photograph, which will of course appear in next Wednesday's edition of the Leitrim Observer. Willie Donlan lining up his troops, and as we look on the panel of players that Kiltubrid have, we can see another great mix of youth and experience, with the experienced Gerry Winters, who will be lining out at full back for the Kiltubrid men today. Also there, Carrolll, who took a year out from the Leitrim senior side to concentrate on matters closer to the heart. Of course, Christopher recently became a married man. And indeed, we wish him and his partner, Noel Doyle, many years of wealth, health and happiness together. So with the panel photograph out of the way, it's now a chance for the first 15 and their mascots to pose in front of Willie Donlan. Brian Foley, a man who won't be starting in this match today, we can tell you. And as of yet, it isn't known whether or not he will be brought on during the game.
Hello and welcome to Porkshaw McDermott for the Intermediate Football Championship Final of 2002 between Kiltubrid and Sean Heslands. The teams in the middle of your programme, Kiltubrid will line out as select follows in goals, Colin Brennan.
So referee
on the right, captain of the team,
Michael
Rory, full-back,
getting his
Honeyman, and on the left, Gavin Brennan. Half-back line on the right, Naoise Hayden, centre half-back, Ciaran Murray, and on the left, Patrick McLaughlin. Centre field, wearing number 8 is Stephen Skelly, and now playing at centre field, and wearing number 14 is Raymond Logan.
Pipe band, leader of both teams here in Porkshaw McDermott, Desi Free, the man at the head of the band. Conor Doherty from Kiltubrid, carrying his side's mascot. Sure, both sides have had this game just got underway at this stage. There's a lot of talk and hype about it. Today is captain of Ballamore, Sean Heslands. Gavin Brennan in the other corner. Businessman also in midfield today. Ray Logan here on our programme lined out as full forward, but he's got out to join Stephen Skelly, a native of County Meath, now of course based in Ballamore. Painter, Joe Honeyman. Honeyman is going to spread the ball across now to Ray Logan. Logan now to drive this one up the field.
That's it, Barry.
Up towards the centre half forward, he was unable to get to it, and there to pick it up was Christopher Carrolll. Back out now to Dara McKiernan. Dara McKiernan in turn files Carl Scollans. Scollans to have a pop here maybe. She looks like she's going to curl, but it curls in the right way for the Kiltubrid men and over the bar. And with less than a minute gone here in the first half of this GWP Intermediate Football Championship Final for 2002, Carl Scollans opens the scoring with a fine point from play for the Kiltubrid men. So Colin Brennan with the kick out towards the big men in the middle, pushing the back there from Christopher Carrolll and Ray Logan. Free up the field now to be taken by Ciaran Murray. He launches it up towards now the centre, looking for Paul Kieran. He's not there, however. Instead, McGovern breaks it down now to Barry Doyle, and Barry Doyle now to get things underway here for Kiltubrid maybe, but it's stopped there inside by John McQueen, and the referee says that's a foul.
Okay, Barry Doyle.
The ball having been touched on the ground, and Barry Doyle now to take it for the Kiltubrid men, looking for the runner inside. That runner, of course, being James Gill, the full forward. He shouldered to the ground. Play on, says the referee. It's given back out to Dara McKiernan, and indeed it was a throw ball. So Ciaran Murray to take this one from the hands, looking for the runners up the field. They're running and waiting for this Paul Kieran. Kieran slaps it down, and yet again it's the cornerback Brian McKiernan who finds Dara McKiernan, his brother. Dara now up towards this side to Carl Scollan. Scollan's with the ball now, toe to hand, maybe a chance of a score for him. No, he decides to pass it inside now to the corner forward Conor Doherty. Doherty's going for the score. That one comes off the hands of the cornerback Gavin Brennan and has gone out for a 50. So it's been a 50-50 opening here in the start of this encounter. Kiltubrid the first men to get the score, and a chance maybe to add to that now as they bring out Conor Doherty,
Come on, the run, Dara.
the company director, based in Kilclar, to take this one from the ground. She's high and going in, but drops short into the arms of Ciaran Murray to find Joe Honeyman. Honeyman now maybe to get things going for Ballinamore here, but that's well read on this occasion. As it's loose on the ground, Skelly tries to go down on it. Eventually he's there, but unable to pick it up, and instead it's the wing back for Kiltubrid, who gets now up towards the number 13, Conor Doherty. Doherty held on the ground there, it seemed. Referee says play on as Carl Scollan tried to come through, fisted out of his hand, and an attempt then from McKeon, but that one is going to be kept in play now by Gavin Brennan. Brennan, the business man himself, finds Ray Logan, the auditor in Dublin, up along the line. Barry Doyle went for it, pushed in the back there by John McQueen. It's going to be a free down the field now for the Kiltubrid men. So Doyle now trying to get things going again here as he finds John Paul Donoghue. Donoghue now in towards Conor Doherty. Conor Doherty has it. He's looking for a man free inside. That man could be Dara McKiernan, but well read by the Ballinamore captain, Rory O'Rourke. And it's Ray Logan now to take the pressure off the Ballinamore defence. But it could be back on it just as quick as Fergal Meehan has possession now for this Kiltubrid side. He launches it down into the corner. Once again looking for Conor Doherty. Doherty unable to hold on to it. McKeon is there, however. He finds McKiernan. McKiernan with it now, trying to turn inside his man. Maybe a chance of a score on here for Dara McKiernan, but that one goes to the left-hand side and wide. And Kiltubrid's first wide of the match coming from Dara McKiernan, after good work from Conor Doherty. Brennan with the kick out from the edge of the small rectangle. Not a great one from him. It goes out of play, and possession back now to Kiltubrid, and maybe a chance for them to add another score to the point that they have already on the board. Christopher Carrolll will be the man to take this, ESB worker, and of course, as we said earlier on, a newlywed as well. Looking for the run from the corner forward, John Paul. John Paul has it now, trying to get by Gavin Brennan. He's going for an option inside, that option being the other corner forward, and a chance to score here maybe. No, it's the second wide of this match for Kiltubrid. So the kick out is taken. Ballinamore have the possession, and a pull there on the jersey has gifted that possession to Ray Logan, who launches the ball up the field, looking for one of his own men. Murray is out, but unable to hold on to it, and Fergal Meehan is back there again to retrieve possession for the Kiltubrid men. Chance now for Carl Scollan to launch the attack here. He fits it short to Dara McKiernan. McKiernan with the ball, tries to play it inside, but well read by Gavin Brennan on this occasion. He in turn finds Ciaran Murray, and Murray now to Skelly. Skelly with the ball, launches it up along this side. Looking for Sean Murray. Murray with the ball now, turning inside man. Opting in the end to fist it back to Skelly. And the return pass is given back to Murray. An elbow, it seemed, coming in there from the wing back. Number 7, Emmett Lee. I'm sure there's going to be a word for him from the referee. It's indeed in a possibility of us seeing our first yellow card of this encounter. So Emmett Lee's name. First one into the referee's book. Ollie Honeyman walking off the field. Of course, the manager of Sean O'Heslin's. What a great player he was in his day. So a chance for Murray here to open up the scoring for the Sean O'Heslin's men. He makes no mistake. An excellent free kick there from Sean Murray, younger brother of centre half back Ciaran. And it's all square in Porkshaw McDermott with a point apiece.
Come on, Stevie, lift it up there, boy. Come on.
So Noel Gill with the kick out towards the centre of the field. Dara McKiernan was pushing down there on Patrick McLaughlin. And Ciaran Murray's going to launch this one in now, looking for the man on this side. He's unable to get there, however. Instead, once again, it's Emmett Lee that's there, and he in return finds one of his own men, and a lot of work now for John Paul to do, but he's unable to get that one. The hop eluded him there. As the Moss forward, the linesman on the far side indicates his possession back with the Sean O'Heslin's men. Ciaran Murray with a pile driver down the field, but there to pick it up is Barry Doyle, the Medlab technician. He finds Christopher Carrolll. Carl with it now inside. Referee says play on. Good tackle there from Ciaran Murray. He finds Paul Kiernan. What can Kiernan do here? He plays it back outside to Sean Murray. Chance for Murray for another score. He makes no mistake. An excellent score there from Sean Murray, and Ballamore take a slender lead. It's 2 points to 1 in favour of the Sean O'Heslin's men, and the insurance salesman, Sean Murray, has got his second point in this encounter so far. The first of those came from a free, and that one from play. Excellently executed. After good work from Ciaran Murray to set it all up and winning possession back for the Sean O'Heslin's men, and now it's a chance for Noel Gill with the kick out towards the centre of the field once again. Shelley goes up, tight man on him there is Carl Scollan, so he can't get a hand to it though. Shelley plays it low inside, looking for Paul Kiernan. Kiernan unable to hold on to it at the first attempt. Even at the second he's unable to get there. Shelley comes in to give him a hand. Shelley with the ball now. He's been faced by Christopher Carl. He plays a little slow one in over the top, and in return finds Brian Cafferty. Cafferty with the ball now out towards Murray. Chance for Murray maybe to add to the 2 points he's got already. He went for it, but it's gone to the right and wide. And Sean O'Heslin's record their first wide of the game so far after good work there from midfielder Stephen Shelley. The kick out isn't a great when it comes to Ray Logan. He's been held up there by Christopher Carl. Referee says he took too much out of the ball. And Ray heads away shaking the head, not too happy with that decision. He'd have to settle for it though, because the referee will not change his mind. So it's 2 points to 1 to Sean O'Heslin's. Barry Doyle with the free kick. It's a bad one though, comes into the hands of Stephen Shelley once again. He's seen a lot of the ball in the opening 6 minutes here in Porkshaw McDermott. Referee just making a tick there. So it's Ciaran Murray. He's a great drive of a ball. He's going to drive this one inside, looking for his brother Stephen. Stephen breaks it down. Paul Kiernan is there to pick it up. He feeds it outside now to McQueenie. McQueenie hits that one. It drops short into the arms of Noel Gill. Noel Gill now out towards this side. Free man is Christopher Carrolll. Carrol looks up to see who's free. Shane Foley is the man calling for the ball. He has it now up along the far side, looking for John Paul. John Paul with it, toe to hand, fists it up now towards Conor Doherty. Doherty deciding to switch the play, sends a long ball inside, but the Sean O'Heslin's captain Rory O'Rourke is there to pick up possession for the Ballinamore men to Logan. Logan now to McQueenie. McQueenie with the lead road. Toe to hand, looking for Paul Kieran once again. Kieran didn't get there, but out in front this time was John McGovern. John McGovern now to Carl Scollan. Scollan's using his strength. But not a great pass from Carl as it went straight to Ray Logan. Logan out towards the far side now, looking for the runner, John McQueenie. McQueenie has been trekked over there by Barry Doyle. Still McQueenie, he's trying to go by Doyle. Doyle holds him on the ground. It's going to be a free in now for the Sean O'Heslin's men. And no doubt Paul Kieran is going to decide to take this one from the ground. So it's the dock from the Tolov. So it's been a good opening here for both sides. And I'm sure this game is going to go down to the wire. It has the makings of it on paper. So Kieran deciding to take the quick one across to this side of the field. Well read there by Emmett Lee once again for the Kiltubrid men. Shelley is there to pick up the loose possession. He's out on a run, plays a short one inside. It's loose in there, but there for the ball is Christopher Carrolll. Out towards the far side now is onto it. Comes out McKeon. McKeon with the ball now, toe to hand. His father is up on the far side there in the terrace looking down. Of course, his father was sick recently, and indeed we wish him a speedy recovery back to full health. That of course being Francis Senior. So it's a free kick. Conor Doherty from the hands. He's usually accurate from this sort of distance out. Definitely a player Kiltubrid will be looking up to today if they're going to come away with this championship in tow. So Doherty with the shot. She's a knackered one right over the middle spot of the crossbar. And it's all square in Porkshaw McDermott, that thanks to the free taking there of Conor Doherty. Johnny, as he's known to by his mates. So the kick out from Brennan once again out towards the centre. Logan goes up, but it misses him completely. It's tapped away to one side by Fergal Meehan. Good work from him to Barry Doyle. Barry Doyle now out towards the far side of the field, but it's well read there by the Ballinamore man. And indeed it's a free kick for Naoise Hayden. Takes it inside. A fist coming in from John McGovern to break possession back to the Kiltubrid men. Once again it's a long ball out towards this side, looking for the runner. That runner being James Gill. He's unable to get there. And Rory O'Rourke now from the hands up along this side. Out in front is the corner forward, Finian sharply, but he's unable to hold on to possession. As it's well read there by Brian McKiernan, who's won the two balls that went into him. And indeed he's just won himself a free kick, which Barry Doyle will take from the hands. He drives it down the field. It's a high one. And a bit of a lucky break there for McKeon. His man went to ground. It dropped short inside. Bundled over is the keeper. Referee says play on to Joe Honeyman, but in the end he's deciding that attention is going to have to be received by a Colin Brennan there. He had a clash with Conor Doherty, and he's going to require some attention. A bang to the head, it seems. Could be a neck pain in it. So over 14 minutes gone here in the first half. Colin Brennan is back on his feet. It's 2 points apiece, as you can see in the scoreboard. Referee deciding to hop the ball. Carl Scollins flaps it down to Christopher Carrolll. Chance of a score for Carrol. He makes no mistake. It's over the bar, and Kiltubrid back into the lead by 1. It's 3 points to 2. A great breakdown of the ball there from Carl Scollins. He was decisive with it. Christopher Carrolll was there to pick up the break as it's loose on the Tolov again. There to pick it up is Conor Doherty. He's had a fine open 15 minutes or so. He fists it outside now to Dara McKiernan. Dara McKiernan has the ball, tries to go around his man. He's going to have to pass this one outside. He's been boxed off there now by 3 defenders, he sends it inside. Gill is on it. It's James Gill now, toe to hand. Who's calling for it? He's got a man outside of him, that's Conor Doherty. He gets the toe to it along the ground. And in return, he found Fergal Meehan, but Meehan unable to find the accuracy with that one, and it goes to the left-hand side and wide. So it's Kiltubrid's third wide of this opening half as the kick-out is taken. Logan breaks it down. Touched on the ground there by Logan. Possession back with Kiltubrid. It's loose. Shelley is there for the Sean O'Heslin's men now. In hot pursuit is Carl Scollan. Great work from Carl Scollan. Is he going to win the possession back here for Kiltubrid? Indeed he does, and wins a free as well. Pulling on the jersey there, says the referee, by Stephen Shelley, the midfielder. So it's Emmett Lee from the hands. A good ball over towards Christopher Carrolll in the centre of the field. Carrolll looking for the runner. Touched on the ground there on this occasion, I'm afraid, by Enda McKeon. And Gavin Brennan is going to take this one from the hands. Calling for it there was Carl Scollan. Scollans wins possession. A good call from him. But Emmett Lee unable to hold on to it for the Kiltubrid men. Instead it's Ballamore now maybe to launch an attack here, one of their own. As Ciaran Murray is pulled back there by Shane Foley, and referee wants to have a word with Shane Foley on this occasion. Just making a little note in his book. It's a tick. Next time it'll be a yellow. Shane Foley, of course, a real hero for Kiltubrid in the Senior Football Championship in Leitrim last year. Once again, out in front of his man is Brian McKiernan. Anytime he's been called on so far, he's been there to get the possession for the Kiltubrid men. And it's him that has launched this attack as Conor Doherty heads off on a run. Toe to hand now, having a look at a chance of a score here maybe for the Johnny. The Johnny goes for it, the finger goes up from both umpires, and so too does the white flag, and it's now 4 points to 2 in favour of Kiltubrid. And that whole score coming from great reading of the game from Brian McKiernan down in their very own corner of the field. And I'm sure the management team of Tony Redigan and Pat McQueenie will be happy with their troops so far here in Porkshaw McDermott in this Glenfarne Wood Products Intermediate Championship Final for 2002. Good pass from Fergal Meehan to Emmett Lee, the 2 wing backs connecting there with one another. The ball is sent now down towards James Gill. Out over the sideline unfortunately for James, and it's going to be possession back to the Sean O'Heslin's men. And Rory O'Rourke, the Sean O'Heslin's captain, is leading by example. He's had a good start to this encounter.
Please remove it immediately as it's causing an obstruction.
So back with the play. The sideline ball is taken by Sean O'Heslin's, but there to pick it up is Barry Doyle. Barry with it now. He fits it out towards Gerry Winters. Gerry, the experienced player on this Kiltubrid side. It's Carl Scollans now. Scollans with it. He'd been fouled there just as he went to kick it. And the free kick now about to be launched down into that danger area, but once again, who is there to collect the ball for the Sean O'Heslin's men? It's Rory O'Rourke. He's having a good game there on the full back line. He takes it quickly. It comes off the hands of Emmett Lee, breaks down, and great work there by the Kiltubrid defence. And now it's Shane Foley. He looks up to see who's free on the far side. John Paul unable to get up off the ground there. The studs were stuck into the turf here in Porkshaw McDermott. And once again, it's John McQueenie now to launch an attack here maybe for the Sean O'Heslin's men. He's been tightly tracked and indeed was grabbed around the neck there by Barry Doyle. And that's going to be a free in. And once again, it'll be Paul Kiernan to take this one. He has won championship medals in the past with Sean O'Heslin's, and I'm sure today he'll be looking to add another one to what he has. So it's Paul Kiernan from the ground. She looks like she's going to be a tight one. It's up along the byline. Referee says pushing in the square there. It's going to be a free out to the Kiltubrid men. It's taken quickly. Good thinking there by Noel Gill, the Kiltubrid keeper. And a chance now here for launching an attack. Out towards the far side. Onto it comes John Paul. John Paul unable to find Enda McKeon with that pass after good work from Gavin Brennan. And it's John McQueenie looking for Stephen Murray inside. It's broken down nicely now, and a chance maybe of a score on here. for the Ballamore men. Honest put over the bar by Finian sharply. The option was there for the back of the net maybe, but in the end he decided to pop it over the bar. And it's 4 points to 3 now in favour of the Kiltubrid men. So as we take a look at some of the support that's here in Porkshaw McDiarmid for both sides, and we can also see the Kiltubrid pipe band there in the background. So pushing the back on Christopher Carrolll by Ray Logan has resulted in a free kick to the Kiltubrid men. So it's Carrolll from the hands, looking to launch this one down into that danger area. Over there running after it is Enda McKeon. He'll do well to keep it in play. That's good work from Enda McKeon. McKeon has it now, looking up to see who's free outside of him. Joe Honeyman got a hand to it to win possession back for the Sean O'Heslin's men. And it's Ray Logan now. Logan has been playing well in the centre of the field for the Ballamore men here in the first half. Out towards the far side, it's Stephen Murray. He's already got 2 points and he seems to be in a bit of pain there at the moment. I think he landed kind of awkwardly there in his run, breaking up his stride, and we hope he's going to be okay. But the important thing from a Ballamore perspective, and indeed Sean O'Heslin's, is that they have possession now, the chance maybe of getting another score on the scoreboard. So from here it's hard to tell if it's cramp or if it's tightening of the hamstring. We hope he'll be okay. He's back on his feet, however. All going well. So the high ball is sent inside. Up goes Carrolll. Scollan's unable to waste a chance of a goal on a great work inside from Noel Gill to put the ball out for a 50 there. Stephen Skelly, well, it seemed like from where we are that it was easier to score, but great goalkeeping, it has to be said, from Noel Gill to keep for himself a clean sheet as far as goals go. So it's going to be a 50 in favour of the Sean O'Heslin's men. And it's Paul McLaughlin to take it from the ground. She looks like a tasty one, but she's swinging out to the left and wide. So as you've heard, there's going to be 2 minutes of additional time here in the first half as Noel Gill is about to take this one as quickie. In the end, no, he's deciding to take his time. The option wasn't really there at that stage. So supporters from both sides getting behind their men. Good work there from Cafferty. Chance of a score maybe. No, well blocked inside there from Paul McLaughlin. And great work from Fergal Meehan to switch the play over to the far side. It's Shane Foley unable to hold on to the ball. A good tackle came in there from Stephen Murray, helped out by Ciaran. Ciaran now to launch an attack here, and a chance of a score maybe for Finian sharply with the ball. He overcarried it there according to the referee. It seemed like it was a harsh decision, but the Kiltubrid men won't mind that because they have possession back. And I'm sure Noel Gill will be in no panic to take this one, which I'm sure he's going to do from the ground. So it's still 4 points to 3. It's taken and it's broken down. But Barry Doyle is there to pick up loose possession for the Kiltubrid men to launch an attack. That's a lovely ball to Christopher Carrolll. Chance of a score here maybe for the Kiltubrid men. Christopher Carrolll is going to make it 5 points to 3 in favour of Kiltubrid. And indeed that's his second point here in this first half for the Kiltubrid men. The midfielder who cut his honeymoon short due to this encounter. And you can see why he cut it short. He is a very important player for this Kiltubrid side. Stephen Skelly with the ball. It looked like a funny pass there from him. Was it a throw ball as the roll from the supporters? Referee says no, it was right in front of me. It was a fisted pass, and indeed what followed it then was a fisted foul on Stephen Skelly, and it'll be possession to Ballamore. They take the kick, the free kick that is very quick, but it's well read inside there by Gerry Winters. Gerry Winters now to Shane Foley. Shane Foley into Christopher Carrolll again. Oh, unable to hold on to it there. And a clash, an accidental clash it is, with Joe Honeyman has sent Christopher Carrolll to the ground. Christopher saying, yeah, sorry about that, Joe, it was accidental. Referee, though, is going to give a tech to Joe Honeyman. A bit harsh, it seems, from here. It looked like a accidental collision there. Nothing malicious in it, really. And it's going to be a free kick for the Kiltubrid men. John Paul Donoghue. So John Paul O from the ground to take this one, maybe to stretch the Kiltubrid men's lead. It's 5-3. How is John Paul going to get on with this one? He hits her, she's curling, and she's curled over the bar, and it's going to be 6 points to 3 as we head into the break here in Port Shaw McDiarmid for the Glen Farn Wood Products Intermediate Championship Final for 2002, with the big prize, of course, being the winners of today are straight away automatically guaranteed Division 1 football next year, as the referee decides enough is enough in Port Shaw McDiarmid. So it's 6 points to 3 in favour of the Kiltubrid men at half time. And there's an airplane that's built for water as well as air. See the skis on it. So we can see the O'Rourke's from Kiltubrid and their cousin Christopher Carroll's sister is there as well. A good attendance here of support for both sides. And of course, to follow this match will be the under-16 final between Carrigallon and Drumkeeran. Councillor McGovern there from Ballinamore. There's a man yawning. Brian McKiernan's father there in the background as well. And indeed, DJ Meehan's right. DJ, of course, is playing with the Kiltubrid Pipe Band at the minute. And Gerry McGovern, the referee from Clown, is there also. Of course, the man banging on the drum for the Kiltubrid Pipe Band is the publican in Drumshanbo, Brian Meehan.
I'm now told that Ciaran Ferguson has replaced Joey Honeyman on the Leitrim team.
So Joe Honeyman came out to start this second half, but unfortunately his hamstring wasn't up to it and has been replaced, as you've just heard from Gerry Mahan, by Shane Ferguson in the Ballinamore full back line. But it's Rory O'Rourke who's gone into full back now, the Sean O'Heslin's captain. And Shane Ferguson slots into the corner. So we're ready to get underway here. Once again, referee Michael Layden having a look at his watch. And we're underway, and the first break falls to Carl Scollan. Scollan's now up towards Enda McKeon. Enda McKeon with it. Drives it up there in towards that danger area. And a chance here maybe for Christopher Carrolll to come onto the ball. Plays it low inside. Lovely flick across, but all well read there back in defence by the Sean O'Heslin's men. And a chance here now for Gavin Brennan to take some of that pressure off the defence. And a chance here maybe, but no, it's cut out as Fergal Meehan comes soloing the ball forward. A chance of a score maybe for Fergal. No, it drops short into the arms of Colin Brennan. And Brennan now, as we see, one of the Kiltubrid men has gone to ground there. I think it's John Paul O'Donoghue who's gone to ground. I think there could be a problem with John Paul as we continue on with the play. A chance here now for Stephen Murray, a thorn in the side in the first half for the Kiltubrid full back line. And Stephen Murray opens up the Sean O'Heslin's account for the second half. It's now 6 points to 4 in favour of the Kiltubrid men. But the opening score coming here in the second half within a minute of the...
Number 17, Michael Earley, is replacing number 15, John Paul O'Donoghue on the Kiltubrid team.
So John Paul has had to limp off. And PJ, out of uniform from the Kiltubrid Pipe Band, is helping John Paul off. So it's Michael Earley, 19-year-old student, who is back on and indeed makes his debut in today's final. And he's a very tasty footballer. I have seen him playing in the past. An excellent forward, well able to take his scores, and I'm sure he's going to take a lot of minding as well by the Ballinamore full back line. So a free kick for the Kiltubrid men. It's Carl Scollans. He fists it up inside now to Conor Doherty. He was their leader in the first half, of course, along with Christopher Carrolll. A chance maybe for the Johnny to get a score. It's dropping short, however. Enda McKeon breaks it down, but no Kiltubrid man there. Instead, it's Gavin Brennan. Gavin Brennan unable to hold on to it. Enda McKeon brought to ground, and that's going to be a free kick to Kiltubrid. So a chance now maybe for Conor Doherty. Last Sunday in the Senior Football Championship Final, we've seen how important the free kicks were to the Alan Gale side, who went on to win that one. So it's 6 points to 4, a chance for Conor Doherty to make that gap 3 points once again for the Kiltubrid men. Conor Doherty makes no mistake at all. He puts that one over the bar. And it's now 7 points to 4 with 3 minutes gone in the second half. As the kick out is taken from Gill. Possession now with the Sean O'Heslin's men. Chance of launching an attack is John McQueenie. John McQueenie lets it go outside to Patrick McLaughlin. Referee says that's going to be a free kick for the foul on that occasion by Dara McKiernan. So Stephen Murray, younger brother of Ciaran, looking for another score. He's already got one in the opening minutes of this half as he goes for the score. That's a great score from Stephen Murray. And it's now 7 points to 5 in favour of the Kiltubrid men. And if there's one thing that's improved in Leitrim football over the last few years, it's been the free-taking capabilities of the club sides. As the kick out is taken, it's broken down there by Fergal Meehan and falls into the arms of John McGovern, the mechanic, with McGowan's garage to Carl Scollans, the butcher. The butcher has the ball now, fist is inside. Well read by Rory O'Rourke, got a hand to it. And in the end, Stephen Skelly, adjudged to have been fouled. And Ciaran Murray will launch this one now down the field, looking for the big man inside maybe. No, instead he's opting to go for the corners this time. And there onto the ball comes John McQueenie. Inside of him he's got Brian Cafferty. McQueenie opting to go it alone. That one is going to head out to the right hand side, and indeed does, and goes wide. So a sideline ball now for the Sean O'Heslin's men. It's sent high inside there, broken down by Paul Kiernan, but no one there to pick up on it as of yet. That is until Brian Cafferty comes onto it. Good work there by a player who I reckon is going to feature even more in the Leitrim setup at senior level this year. That player, of course, being Emmett Lee, an excellent footballer and a nice lad as well. So Emmett Lee looking up to see who's going to be looking for this one. He's going to thump her down, and indeed short, looking for Dara McKiernan, but there was a man on his back. But Dara manages to come away with the ball. Still Dara. Dara pulled to the ground there by Brian Cafferty, and it's going to be a free kick to Kiltubrid. And Barry Doyle is going to take this one from the hands. Out towards the far side. He was thinking about it. The referee saying, no, you got to take that ball back. The extra foot or two that you gained there. So it's taken quickly up towards Michael Earley, the substitute, who came on for the injured John Paul O'Donoghue. Brother of Nick, of course, a well-known footballer and a good servant to Kiltubrid down the years. And a foul on the Sean O'Heslin's man has resulted in a free kick going to be taken now by Stephen Skelly up towards Paul Kiernan. Well fisted down there by Gerry Winters. John McQueenie was going through. He was pulled down by Barry Doyle, and I'm sure Barry Doyle is going to be the second Kiltubrid man to go into the referee's book. So the man in charge from Dromahare, Michael Aidan, is going to take Barry Doyle's name. Of course, Barry is a brother of Eamon Doyle, and of course sister to Nullig, who is married to Barry's midfield teammate Christopher Carl, and it's a yellow card for Barry Doyle. Barry will be impressed with his performance so far. So a chance now for Stephen Murray to narrow the gap here. It's 7 points to 5. And a chance here to bring Sean O'Heslin's back within one maybe. No, she's swinging out to the left-hand side. And uncharacteristically, so a little bit of nudging there between Cafferty and Lee. All part of championship football. As the break comes to Christopher Carrolll, he launches it down inside. Rory O'Rourke is back there. He's doing well, filling the boots of Joe Honeyman at full back to Ciaran Murray. Ciaran Murray now up along this side, and Scollan was fouled just down here in front of us. And it's Shane Foley to take the quick one, looking for the man inside. And that man inside is Conor Doherty. Chance of a score here maybe for Johnny. Johnny goes for it, but she goes to the left and wide. Unlucky there from Conor Doherty. He created the opening for himself. Oh, the kick out isn't a great one from Colin Brennan. Comes to Conor Doherty. Doherty going for the score. Dropping short into the arms of Brennan. Brennan waited now, tried to drive it out the field. A great block inside there by the Kiltubrid man. That man being James Gill. Unable to get it up off the ground though. Seemed to be a push in the back there by Stephen Brennan as play continues on. Possession. Seemed to be a push in the back there on Shane Foley. Referee says no. Play on. And it's Ray Logan now for the Sean O'Heslin's men. He wins a free kick and takes it quickly down towards this side. Paul Kieran tried to get out in front, but Gerry Winters is there. What a great player he is. Gerry Winters marking the very experienced Paul Kieran and having a good game on him today as well. Chance here of an attack maybe for Kiltubrid. No, it's cut out and snuffed out by another great player, and that being Ciaran Murray. So the ball is broken around the centre of the field. It comes once again to Fergal Meehan. He's had a great game here today in Porkshaw McDermott. He's picked up a lot of the loose balls, and indeed any time he's had a pass he's always been able to find one of his own men with it. So it's James Gill who's been fouled. James, of course, brother of Noel. And it's a free kick and a chance now once again for Conor Doherty. So Conor Doherty goes for the score. She's a high one. She's curling and she's curled over the bar. And it's 8 points to 5, and it's back to 3 between the sides. As we can see, the O'Rourke's up there once again. The ball is loose. Logan is there to it's actually Rory O'Rourke who's there to pick it up. The referee said he was being fouled by Conor Doherty, and it's going to be a free kick to the Sean O'Heslin's men. So it's the long one down the field again. Barry Doyle is there to pick it up. Getting the better on that occasion of Paul McLaughlin. As well picked up there by Michael Earley. Michael Earley now inside looking for Conor Doherty. Conor Doherty unable to hold on to it. A boot coming in there on the ground by Fergal Meehan, and it's going to be a free kick to be taken by Ciaran Murray to Stephen Skelly. Skelly now to launch this one down along the line. Paul Kieran will do well to keep it in play. And Tomas Ford puts the flag up to indicate that the ball went out. And a chance for John McGovern to find one of his own men now with this sideline ball. So John trying to mechanic something out of this now for Kiltubrid. In the boiler room, the ball is loose on the ground. Logan gets a toe to it, but it comes instead now to Shane Foley. Shane Foley is a man running outside him. That man was Christopher Carrolll. Still Shane Foley. Shane Foley plays it low inside now to Enda McKeon. This is good play from the Kiltubrid men to Carl Scollan. Scollan's fists it back outside now to Enda McKeon. Enda McKeon turns inside his man. Chance, he taps it on his toe. 1, 2, 3. Lets it outside now to Shane Foley. Foley trying to go through. Referee says he overcarried it. And from here it looked a bit harsh, and even Shane Foley is shaking his head there, saying I took 3 out of the standard 4 that is allowed. So he felt he even had one more that he could have used up there. To Stephen Skelly. Skelly now with the ball down the field. Paul Kieran is out in front of Gerry Winters for once. And indeed a chance of a score here for Paul Kieran. Sean O'Heslin's could do with it, but it goes out to the left hand side and wide, and it's still 8 points to 5 in favour of the Kiltubrid men. Good work once again by Brian McKiernan as the ball is sent up the field there. And it's Ciaran Murray who's back there. Hard man to get the ball off once he has it. Never one to give it away as he takes it quickly now to Gavin Brennan. Brennan now down towards the centre looking for Paul Kieran. The ball is loose there. Kieran has it. He fists it back outside now to Stephen Skelly. Skelly with the shot. A chance of a score maybe here for the Sean O'Heslin's men. That's an excellent score for the Sean O'Heslin's men. Stephen Skelly it seemed from here was the man that got it, but in fact it was Paul McLaughlin who did all the hard work and put it over the bar. An excellent score for Paul. Noel Gill from the 21 with the kick out towards this side. Up goes Fergal Meehan. He gets a hand to break it down, but there to pick it up is John McQueenie now. Toe to hand, a chance of an attack here for the Shauna Heslin's men. He goes to ground and Gerry Winters is there to pick up possession for the Kiltubrid men. To Fergal Meehan. He's had a great one today. He plays it out towards the far side. But it's been well read there by the substitute, Shane Ferguson. Ferguson fists it out now towards the number 7. Patrick McLaughlin along the ground looking for O'Rourke. O'Rourke being tackled there by Dara McKiernan. The ball goes out over the sideline and the linesman decides his possession with Kiltubrid. Dara McKiernan to launch this one in around that danger area. Out comes Colin Brennan. He's fully in command, or so it seemed. He let the ball drop. And Enda McKeon, after good hassling and harrying, wins possession back for the Kiltubrid men. But the referee alleges that he picked it up off the ground and it's going to be a free kick now for Shauna Heslin's. And no doubt it'll be Rory O'Rourke to take this one. Captain of this Ballinamore side, who are trailing at the moment on the scoreboard by 8 points to 5. As it's Emmett Lee, lovely footballer with the ball now out towards this side, unable to find one of his own men. Instead it's that danger man once again, Stephen Skelly, to Paul Kiernan. Paul Kiernan plays it back outside once again to McLaughlin. McLaughlin goes for the score, but he's unlucky on this occasion as that one has gone to the left and wide, and it's 8 points to 6 to the Shauna Heslin's men. After that great point from McLaughlin earlier on, referee says pushing in the back there by Ray Logan on Christopher Carrolll. And it's going to be Barry Doyle now from the hands, from well inside his own half, to drive this one up the field. A lot of running by the forwards off the ball, sent into Dara McKiernan. He was pushed in the back. And Patrick McLaughlin kind of disgusted with that decision, but from where we are, situated up here beside the press box, it looked like a perfectly good one. And Conor Doherty now from the hands. Johnny with the free kick. She's curling in, but she's dropping short. Brennan has it once again. He's been the busier of the two keepers in this half. Mightn't have been in the first. As Ciaran Murray launches the ball down the field, but well read once again by Fergal Meehan. And Meehan wins the free. It's taken quickly up towards Michael Earley. Earley comes off the Ballinamore corner back man, that being Gavin Brennan. It's into the corner now. James Gill is in hot pursuit, but he's alleged to have fouled his man. And the free kick is taken. It's loose down along the side there, but Barry Doyle seemed to be pushing in the back there of Paul McLaughlin. Referee says bring the ball in off the sideline. As it's Patrick McLaughlin to take this one. He launches it down into the corner looking for Paul Kiernan. Kiernan is out in front of Winters. Kiernan now taps it on the toe, and in fact he does it twice as he goes and tries to go for a score. It's a dangerous ball in there, but Gill has it under control, or does he? He's let it drop. A chance here maybe for the Shauna Heslin's men, but Noel Gill went down to pick it up. Oh, he was very, very lucky there. Carl Scollans now has the ball and he's been fouled back there, it seems. And Noel Gill, I'm sure, will be wiping his forehead. There was cold sweat coming off his forehead there when he let that ball drop, but lucky enough for him, John McQueenie was unable to get onto it. So maybe a lack of concentration there on that occasion from Noel. So we can see a substitute coming on. Aidan McKiernan is the man that's about to come off, and we can tell you that it's James Gill who's about to give way for the Kiltubrid men. Brian McKiernan thought it was him. He was coming running over across, but he's been told to go back. So you're playing a stormer there, Brian. So James, who makes way.
Number 18, Aidan McKiernan has replaced number 14, James Gill on the Kiltubrid team.
So James can be happy enough with his performance today. As Ray Logan now gets on top in midfield. Logan with the ball, plays a clever one inside now to Stephen Murray. Murray with it, trying to get around his man, that man being McGovern. Still, Murray goes for the score, but it's going to drop short into the keeper's hands. And Gill has it. It's not a great pass from him, though. The referee says a foul there by Brian McKiernan. And from where we're situated, it seemed like a harsh one. But the free is won by the Sean O'Heslin's man. And it's possession now, and a chance of a score here, maybe. I think it'll be Paul Kiernan that'll come out and try his luck on it. No, he's leaving it for Stephen Murray. Stephen, who seems to be limping at the moment. I think he's carrying a hamstring injury. But he's about to take this one from the hands. Stephen Murray going for the score. She's curling, but she hasn't curled enough as she's gone out to the right hand side and wide, and it's still 8 points to 6, 2 between the sides. So up to go in midfield. Carrol breaks it down. Dara McKiernan breaks it down as well, but only onto the waiting Ciaran Murray. Murray on one of his runs down the field, and indeed he's picked up a free kick for it and managed to sneak a metre or two. Referee spotted that, has told them to bring the ball back to where Ciaran came down. And it's Ciaran's brother Stephen who's going to take this one from the hands. A lovely footballer as well, no more than Ciaran. So Murray with it from the lava, and she's a good one. Put up them flags, boys. As the white one goes up, it's now 8 points to 7. There's a point between the sides, and Stephen Murray, his face says it all there. He's in pain with that hamstring. But Monsignor McKiernan and Ollie Honeyman are there. It doesn't seem like they're going to warm up anyone at the minute. So it looks like Stephen Murray's going to have to battle on. He's an injured soldier out there at the moment. Oh, he's saying himself to leave me on. I'm going to try and run it off, but a hamstring is a hard one to try and run off. So Gill with the kick out. They've been good ones today. Up goes Logan, up goes Carl. What a battle we've had there in the middle of the field. Two greats, two boys who played alongside each other for the county. So the accountant up against the man representing the electricity supply board. Christopher Carrolll goes up, he fists it down, but there's no Kiltubrid man there to pick it up. Instead it's Ciaran Murray who went down on the ball. So Ciaran checking out his options inside. Paul Ciaran wants it thumped in long. Stephen Murray wants it down in towards the corner. It's pumped in towards Ciaran. Ciaran has it now. Faced by Gerry Winters. He's going to try and go by him here. Winters isn't selling or buying anything there. As the ball is kicked in by Paul Ciaran. Dropped short. In on the keeper was finished sharply, and he fouled the keeper according to the referee. Inside that rectangle, you are not allowed to touch the keeper is the rule, as Paul Ciaran goes to ground there after a clash with Carl Scollans. Play continues, however, and I think the referee is going to blow this up. Ciaran is still on the ground as it comes back now to Brian Cafferty. Cafferty with the ball as Stephen Murray went to ground there. I don't know, did he blow it up for a free, or did he blow it up because Paul Ciaran is on his back down there? We hope he is going to be okay. Ollie Honeyman is asking what is the story. As we can see that it's going to be actually a hot ball, and Ollie Honeyman isn't happy with that at all. He thought it was going to be a Sean O'Heslin's free for a foul that took place on Stephen Murray. Carrolll tries to fist it down again, but it's Barry Doyle who has the ball. He fists it out now towards Christopher Carrolll. Carrolll unable to get there, and the ball is loose, and Paul Ciaran has won it back for Sean O'Heslin's. Chance of a score on maybe here. As Stephen Murray gets the ball, he's cutting down inside. Chance of a score on here. Oh, it comes off the post. That is so unlucky for Stephen Murray. He did all the hard work, and indeed it looked like it was going to go across the bar, but the post was there to stop it from going as a score. Instead it went out to the right and wide, and Stephen Murray is in some pain out there at the moment. But we can tell you he's going to have to carry on, because there doesn't seem to be anyone warming up on the Ballamore substitute bench. So possession is really, really vital here now. And we can tell you that Dara McKiernan who throws a boot on it. It doesn't connect, however. It's still loose, but it's the Sean O'Heslin's men in the form of John McQueenie, who's pulled to the ground there by Dara McKiernan. And with 22 minutes gone, there's about 8 minutes of normal time left here, and a chance now for the Sean O'Heslin's men to make it all square. And I think due to injury, Sean Murray isn't coming out to take this one. Instead, it's going to be McLaughlin. So it's Paul McLaughlin. He scored one fine point in this game already. Looking for another. She's curling, but she's curled out to the right and wide. And the young supporters of Kiltubrid are delighted with that behind the goals. So it's still 8 points to 7. So Stephen Murray is in pain out there, but he's having to soldier on as Noel Gill is about to take this kick out. There's about 7 minutes left plus stoppage time, of course. It's up between Barry Doyle and Paul McLaughlin. Doyle won it. It's now Dara McKiernan on the ball. Dara pushed in the back there. It's going to be a free kick to the Kiltubrid men, and I'm sure they're going to be in no hurry to take this one. They are up by a point. As Barry Doyle looks to see who's making the run. He might have to launch this one. Indeed, that's what he's done. She's hoisted in there towards Fergal Meehan. Fergal Meehan bear down goals. He gives it inside now. Oh, and a great tackle coming in there. Shane Foley went down to pick it up, but an excellent tackle coming in from John McQueenie. And the ball went out for a 50, but I'm sure Sean O'Heston's would rather give that away than give possession to Shane Foley, who was destined, I'm sure, to find the back of the net should he have managed to get to the ball. So it's Conor Doherty. Doherty with it. It's going to drop out towards the right-hand side. The fists go up. It's broken down. Dara McKiernan tries to come onto it. It seemed to be touched on the ground there. Yes, indeed it was, says the referee. And Shane Ferguson, the substitute, not happy with himself there at all. So it's Dara McKiernan now to leave this one for Shane Foley. It's from his side. So Shane with the chance of a score, and Shane Foley puts that one over the bar. And of course at this stage we should mention, and indeed give a mention to Brian Foley, who's had to sit this one out on the bench today. So referee indicates that there's going to be 3 minutes of extra time, injury time here. Extra time to be added on to the 30 that we have already for the injuries sustained and stoppages in the second half. It's broken down once again by Christopher Carrolll, but Gavin Brennan is there to pick it up. He launches it down the field, looking for Paul McKiernan. The dock is out in front. Can he keep it in play though? No, it's gone out. But Tomas forward, much to the annoyance of the Ballamore supporters that are down there behind him, as indicated as a Kiltubrid ball. Christopher Carrolll isn't the man, it's Carl Scollins, the other one, but now it's Christopher Carrolll on the ball. Carrolll has it, he drives it down the field. Looking for Shane Foley. Shane Foley, who's come more and more into this game since it's gone on. Fisted outside. It's a foul by Rory O'Rourke on Shane Foley, and a chance for the Kiltubrid men once again with a dead ball chance on goals to punish the Sean O'Heslin's defence. So Shane Foley's back up on his feet. The worse for wear there after that tackle. And it's going to be Conor Doherty now from the hands. So Conor Doherty, former student in Drumshanbo Primary School, in Marymount College, and also in Limerick. To take this one from the hands. This is an important one. And it's gone over the bar. And it's a Kiltubrid ahead now. Conor Doherty roaring on the troops. Come on, lads. Keep the pressure on. There's the roar from Doherty as the kick out is taken. And he's leading by example now, Conor Doherty. He gives the ball into Earley. Earley now up along, looking for one of his own men. Well read in there by O'Rourke. He's a fine footballer, Rory O'Rourke. And one can see why the Sean O'Heslin's men have chosen him this year as their captain. A good team leader out on the field. Leads by example. Murray to Brennan. Brennan with it now. Launches a Gary Owen-like shot up into the air. There's lots of men under this one, but the man there to pick it up is Emmett Lee. Emmett Lee gets the toe to it. Touched on the ground there, was it? No, referee says play on. Stephen Shelley seemed to lose his foot in there as he kicked that one. The ball is loose and there to pick it up. But the referee said a foul there on Sean Murray. It's going to be a free in to the Sean O'Heslin's men. So there's 3 between the sides. This to put 2. Paul Kiernan, the man to take it because Sean Murray is injured at the moment. So Paul Kiernan opting to take this one from the ground. Oh, it's an great one from him. He was going for a goal. A great save inside there by Noel Gill. Noel Gill and Christopher Carrolll combining there to keep the ball out from going into the net. And the referee is about to head in here now to consult with his umpires because the roar from the Sean O'Heslin supporters was that the ball crossed the line. It didn't seem to do so from here, may I add. So what's this decision going to be? So referee Michael Aidan is probably the most important decision he'll have to make from this match. So far, he's decided that it is actually a 50. It didn't cross the line. And Noel Gill, with all his concentration, kept that one out with the aid of Christopher Carrolll. As Kiernan takes this one, dropping it in around the danger area. It's loose inside. Who's going to come away with it? It's Gerry Winters. Winters with the ball out towards this side, and young Aidan McKiernan unable to keep that one in play. So a chance here now for the Sean O'Heslin's men. With 29 minutes gone to launch in another attack. That one is curling, but it's curled to the left and wide, and there's still 3 points between the sides. So this kick out, the possession of it is going to be really, really, really vital now for both sides. As we head into injury time, it's Noel Gill with the kick out. Who's going to win it? Up goes Logan. Logan gets it at the second attempt. Tries to launch another attack down the field for the Sean O'Heslin's men. He's blocked, but Gavin Brennan gets the ball in there eventually. And a great bit of fielding inside there by the Kiltubrid man. And that man, should we mention, is John McGovern, son of Porrick, brother of Dennis the Pan man. And Noel Gill is going to take this one from the ground. He's going to be in no hurry to take it. So there's 3 points between the sides, a goal in it. Will we be coming back here next Sunday for a replay, or what is the story going to be? We shall find out in the next couple of minutes here in Porkshaw McDermott, as Noel Gill is about to take the kick out. He takes it quickly, a good clever one from him, finds the number 17 for Kiltubrid, Michael Earley. He's done very well since he came on as a substitute. The ball has gone into the corner. Shane Foley has it. Referee says Shane Foley picked the ball off the ground there. That seemed a bit harsh to us from where we're situated up here, but it's going to stand. The Moss forward pointing out the spot from where the free has to be taken. It's Rory O'Rourke. Referee decides enough is enough. And with the final scoreline of 10 points to 7, it's Kiltubrid who are the intermediate champions for the year 2002 here in County Leitrim. And they will now advance to go back up to where they truthfully belong. As I'm sure anyone around the county will tell you, they're back playing senior football. However, we must say, also deserving to be up there are the men of Sean O'Heslin's. But no doubt, they have now left with the league to concentrate on. That will be their route back to Division 1 football, and I'm sure Clune and Knocknasheelan and indeed other clubs around the county will really want to get back up there too. But for today, it's the Kiltubrid men who advance and go back up to senior, and fair play to them. They've had some amount of heroes out there. Best players for Kiltubrid today, well, we'd have to say Gerry Winters at full back kept Paul Kiernan very quiet. Fergal Meehan, the half back, has been announced as the man of the match.
That you weren't here, because that standard of football, it was lovely. I have a thought for Sean O'Heslin's, who worked so hard all through the game, and if the ball had broken right for them, who knows? So congratulations, and with that I present the cup to Conor Doherty.
it or not, I know you all think I'm a great talker, but I had nothing prepared for this. So, I'll keep it short. First of all, and most importantly, Pat and Tony. I want to thank them from the bottom of my heart and from the 35 lads who trained all year. You wouldn't believe how much they do underage, everything. They never get one penny for it. All I say is that they love Kiltubrid, but Kiltubrid loves them more. I'll tell you that. Now, for Ballinamore, as Michael says, it was a hop of a ball. You know, commiserations to you. You're a great club, a brilliant club. More senior titles than anyone else in the county. It won't be long till you have 20 more titles, lads. So 3 cheers for Ballinamore. Hip hip! Hip hip! Hip hip! Now lastly, I have to say this or I'll be shot. There's a certain band of people in Kiltubrid that need to be thanked more than Pat, more than Tony, more than the 35 lads. There are people like Gerry McQueenie, Mary Redahan, Noel Doyle, I better say Ciaran Foley, who let us cancel holidays, cut short honeymoons, let Pat away. I think he's away 6 nights a week with the team, so this is for the ladies. That's it. Thanks very much.
Right, so we're waiting. I would like to congratulate the referee and his umpires on the excellent job they did today, and very well done. And the final, we have the presentation, and wish you all well to the man of the match, who is Fergal Meehan. So congratulations to all on the excellent game, and for those who wanted to see some young people playing good football, stay behind for the under 16. Thanks to the Kiltubrid band for your excellent music. And wish you well. This is the end of our championship for this year. Thank you.
Hang around, isn't it?
Kind of.
Thomas Gavin. Half-back line, Gill, Carrolll.
They're on the front. They're on the front.
Right down there.
There's a problem for you. Right, that's it. On this one. Come on, Gerry, give us a note spine there, right? That's it, all on the camera, lovely. One more of that now. Come on, Emmett.
16, Liam, you know? Yeah.
Director of Telecom, Aircom. Ex-Foley. That wouldn't have been such a one.
The lovely skirt. Beautiful skirt. And other skirt. Brennan, nice and clean. Did you see my latest?
That's a sacrilege.
Could be white, could be worse. That done.
Yeah, very good.